The Xbox 360 turns 20 years old this year, and I would say it's definitely Microsoft's magnum opus of consoles. Throughout my childhood, my family got at least 4 Xbox 360s in the span of a few years. Whether it be because of the Red Ring of Death, or a flat out broken console, I've still got 2 of them, both slim models, and I really do miss playing on this thing. So with the recent Hypervisor exploit with the Rock Band Blitz trial, I finally decided to dust one of these consoles off and give it a shot. And in this video, I want to talk about this hacked 360. I put that in quotes because this isn't really a tried and true soft mod for the console. Getting an RGH or JTag will always be the better solution. But I don't mind this exploit and still think it has potential. I've got quite the stack of games for it as well and really wanted to bring some much needed life back into my favorite Xbox. So I want to talk about some of the games I have on here and why I still love the 360 after so many years. If you enjoy and want to see more content like this, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe. And without further ado, let's get right into it. So I'm sure you know by now how the hypervisor exploit using the Rock Band Blitz trial works. It's been around for a little while and has definitely opened the doors to potential soft mods. The main issue is it's super unreliable. I had about a 20% success rate each time I tried it, and while the console did freeze pretty early on during each attempt and didn't waste too much time, it was around the 3rd or 4th attempt when it finally started working. It took about 30 minutes to load, and you'll know it succeeded once all 4 lights around the power button turn on. But after that, it's pretty much smooth sailing. I've had no other issues besides that, and I'm able to launch the XCX menu and the Aurora Dashboard with no issues. So speaking of the Aurora Dashboard, here it is. I don't have much since I need to get a dedicated flash drive, since at the moment I'm using a 128GB SD card in my reader. I gotta say though, this does give me some USB Loader GX vibes and I really enjoy the aesthetic here. I've got about 20 games on here and some of them just don't work. It may be bad dumps, but maybe it's just the way I patched the dashboard. Anyway, doing this exploit has finally given me the chance to play games I've never played and haven't played in such a long time, so I want to talk about some of them here. I want to start with some Dragon Ball games, specifically Raging Blast 2 and Budokai 3 in the HD collection. I played a lot of Budokai 3 last year on Aether SX2 on my phone, and I really enjoyed the game. The problem was, my phone at the time. I had a Galaxy S10e, so the screen was pretty small and wasn't ideal for gaming. So getting to play this game in the HD collection with a stunning upgrade in visual brightness feels so good. And I really do love this game the most out of the original Budokai trilogy. I did beat the first game last year and the second game I played for multiplayer, both on my GameCube. And those were definitely great experiences, but something about Budokai 3 just feels so much better to me compared to the first two.
I'll show you my secret weapon!
Now, Raging Blast 2 is a game I never played until this point. I always wanted to play it, but my PC doesn't really have strong enough specs to run RPCS3 or Xenia at a desirable performance. So getting to play it for the first time feels so good. As someone who paid almost $100 to get Sparking Zero's Deluxe Edition, I wouldn't say I regret it, but if I had this game at the time, I probably would have held off a bit longer before buying it. I've been loving Raging Blast 2 so far, and really the graphics style and stages are what really sell it for me.
Your energy's mine!
Now, onto some Halo. I grew up mainly playing Halo Reach and Halo 4, and my copy of Reach is in, let's say, used condition. Finally being able to play Halo 3 for the first time was amazing, and while I did have Halo MC for a while a few months ago through Game Pass, I never had the time to play it.
Sergeant Major, Phantom inbound.
We stick together and we're gonna get spotted. Get split up. Meet back at the LZ.
Of course, I had to get on some Reach as well, and this one is definitely my favorite Halo game in the series, mainly for the multiplayer though. Of course, I couldn't forget some Street Fighter 4. I bought this game on my Xbox One around 2 years ago and definitely had a good time playing it, but something about playing it again on the 360 just feels so right. The characters, controls, music, and it being the first Street Fighter game I ever played as a kid makes this my favorite game in the series. And I played a lot of Street Fighter 2 and 3 and its many versions over the past few years.
Don't underestimate me.
Another game I want to mention here is Soul Calibur 4. I'm a huge fan of Soul Calibur 2 on the GameCube, and I desperately wanted to play this one when I saw Vader was playable. If I remember correctly, he was originally a PS3 exclusive and was added as downloadable DLC later on for Xbox, so I may have a hard time trying to get him in the game, but for now, I'll be fine with playing the original arcade to try to beat this one.
Battle 2.
And I can't cap this off without talking about GTA 4, specifically episodes from Liberty City. I revisited the game about 2 years ago and even bought the Steam version of the Complete Edition. Not without mods, of course, the game is horrible without them. But playing it on the 360 again just feels like going into a time capsule. I absolutely love this game, all 3 parts of it, and it's definitely my favorite GTA game to this day.
Guy calls that collateral damage.
Alright, I know that I missed a bunch of games in this video, including some that I had in my stack of games I showed earlier, but there's just too much to talk about for this console, so feel free to leave game suggestions or talk about your favorite games for the 360 in the comments. So overall, I would recommend this exploit if you don't want to put the time and effort into installing an RGH or JTag. But if you want a reliable method and actually plan to consistently use your 360, it's definitely worth the extra time and effort to actually hard mod the console. I love the Xbox 360. I do have an Xbox One, but ever since I got my PC, I've had little reasons to play it, and it's been sitting in my closet for a while now. My love for these older consoles has only increased over time, and I find myself looking into any way I can mod them, and find a good reason to not let them gather so much dust. Every console has its own inherent value, and that remains true especially for the Xbox 360, Microsoft's greatest console. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to drop a like and subscribe, and don't forget to join my Discord community where we can talk about everything modding and game related. And I'll be taking any ideas for future videos or game recommendations over there as well. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and see you all soon.